1. Origins of beer c. 10,000 to 4000 BCE. Map focus, Mesopotamia. Beer likely began as an accident when early farmers stored grain and it fermented naturally. In Mesopotamia, people intentionally brewed beer from barley as early as 4000 BCE. The Sumerians even worshipped a beer goddess, Ninkasi, and left the oldest known beer recipe written in poetry. Beer was thick, cloudy, and drunk through straws, but it was safer than water and central to daily life. 2. Beer in the ancient world 3000 to 500 BCE. Map expands to ancient Egypt, China. In Egypt, beer was a staple for workers, including those who built the pyramids. It was nutritious, mildly alcoholic, and often used as payment. Meanwhile, in China, early beer-like drinks were brewed from rice, millet, and fruit, showing that fermentation developed independently across cultures. 3. Beer spreads across Europe 500 BCE to 500 CE. Map focus, Europe. As beer moved into Europe, it became the drink of choice in colder climates where grapes couldn't grow. The Celts and Germanic tribes brewed beer at home, flavored with herbs instead of hops. Beer was deeply local. Each village had its own style. For monks, hops, and the Middle Ages 500 to 1500 CE. Map zoom, Germany, Belgium. Christian monasteries refined brewing techniques, adding hops, which improved flavor and preservation. In 1516, Germany issued the Reinheitsgebot, a beer purity law allowing only water, barley, and hops. Monks brewed beer for sustenance, trade, and charity, shaping many classic European beer styles still known today. 5. Beer goes global 1500 to 1800 CE. Map expands the Americas. European colonists carried beer to the Americas, Africa, and beyond. Where barley was scarce, brewers adapted using corn, cassava, or local grains. Beer became tied to colonial expansion and urban growth. 6. Industrial beer 1800 to 1900 CE. Map focus, United Kingdom, United States. The Industrial Revolution transformed beer forever. Steam power, thermometers, refrigeration, and pasteurization enabled mass production. Lagers became dominant, breweries grew larger, and beer became cheaper and more consistent but less diverse. 7. Prohibition and decline 1900-1950 CE. Map highlight, United States. From 1920 to 1933, Prohibition banned alcohol in the U.S., shutting down breweries nationwide. Even after repeal, many small breweries never returned, and global beer culture became dominated by a few large companies. 8. The craft beer revival 1970s present. Map goes global, starting in the U.S. and spreading worldwide. Craft brewers revived traditional styles and experimented with new flavors. Today, beer culture is more diverse than ever, blending ancient traditions with modern creativity. Conclusion: modern world map. From ancient grain fields in Mesopotamia to modern cities across the globe, beer has evolved alongside humanity. It is more than a drink, it is history, culture, science, and community in a glass. Beer's journey is the story of civilization itself.